Are we alive? Are you here tonight? Am I? Woo. It's the weekend. This is the official ushering in of the weekend. For all you rock lovers out there, welcome to Friday. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. It's going to be a hot one. They're always hot, but this one's super extra double hot. And so are you. I'm so glad that you came. Blind Squirrel Rocks is here. And so is my brandishing the wrench all around. Eric, the cat, is also here. Muster of puppets. You guys are off to a wonderful and rowdy start, it looks like. Off your rockas saying howdy. Hey, congratulations. I saw that message and I didn't have a chance to reply back. Today has been super extra double busy as per tradition, but congratulations, sir, on your wonderful crown, as it were. I mean, it's punny anyway, cryptically. Allison is also here brandishing her wrench. Thank you for coming. How's the prairie going? And it looks like Lisa's here. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing? I hope that you are doing very well. Although we do have this update, not feeling wonderful, but checking in. Stoic as always. Thank you for checking in. We do wonder and we care. So, loves to you. And let us all Steinkern. Let's do this with the other arm. Steinkerning from the other side. To you and yours, to your health and wealth and lots of rocks for the weekend. Let's start this off, right? Cheers. Oh boy, I got stories. But the mossy triangle. Yeah. Ma likes the triangle? Crazy. And Freeform Lapidary is here. Good to see you also. Caleb is in the house. Awesome. Rufotris is here. Yeah. And it looks like, oh no, Rufotris is also sick and sleeping mostly the last few days. Oh, it's going around. I was just talking to a friend earlier today who just was seeing the light of day for the first time today. Had been down and out. So I hope that you guys are doing better than that. And that Opal guy is here. Evening to you. Thank you for coming. And Soul Adventurous is also here. Good to see you. And she is saying hello to everyone. Glad to see you, to Lisa. And sorry that you're not feeling well and hope you heal soon. And I'm sure that that is going through the echoplex of the community right now for sure. And Tomcat Josh is here. It's the Tomcat Josh. How you doing, buddy? I hope that you are well and that you have been getting some sunshine and getting out and about in the world over there on the other side of the Cascades. Hope that it's looking good over there. And everybody is wishing everybody else wishings of feeling better. And boy, I hear that. We're challenging the educational system right now. Freeform Lapidary would like to know, I wonder if Ma learned about other shapes in school. I wonder what the retort is. And more feeling good comments going back and forth. You guys are lovely. Hello to you, those of you who are out there in the watchers, the being entertained loungers. Maybe you're working and lurking. Maybe you're just chilling and relaxing and putting up your feet from a long week of work. Well, we're here to show you some rocks and to get the entertainment going. And so that's exactly what we'll do. I'll start off with a little story that's going to be a nice caveat for whatever else is going on this evening. And Soul, you're sweet. I'm going to answer that question. It is a nice day. Every single day is a good day. You know, just being here makes it a good day. Although that being said, and I believe that we're getting we're getting all of the qualifiers in the chat, and I do want to hear about all of this. Like Rufotris is saying, definitely better than last night, and hopefully you're getting over this fast. And here's another: I'm getting better. Just have my good days and my bad days. And Lisa, we're all rooting for you. So I'm hoping that you've just got better days ahead of you for sure. And we have this. I had to go to a new doctor's office today to make an appointment. Boy, does that doc have a great pile of rocks around his building. Well, that'll help you get to the doctors, right? A rock a day helps the doctors stay, I reckon. Excellent. And okay, so my deal was I'll go ahead and add into the stories over there on the chat. My deal is that I was minding my own business, getting work done here in the studio, and there was a wind going on outside on the beach, and it was good. And the tide was a going out, and that was good. And so there was a great big beach that was kind of calling out like, hey, look at all of this area in which to play. Well, what we do is we like to put up these great big kite type things called wings. Some of you have seen it in some of during the beginning of the episode, a picture here and there. It's like holding on to a kite, basically, and they call them wings. And the one of the best ways to learn how to wing is to go down on the beach with a big mountain board. And so it looks like a skateboard on steroids. And you put up your wing and you literally sail without putting your foot down, back and forth on the sand, and you can carve and do a little drifting, just depending on how good you are. But you can literally go miles without ever putting your foot down and just sailing on a great big beach in the wind on the sand. It's somewhat surreal and a bit poetic. We have Mr. Turtle Montana here, and we have some turtle is usually good for soliloquies and poems. So we have, hush, little turtle, don't say a word. You'll just say something way absurd. Turn on the filter in your head between your thoughts and what you said. I love those so much. I hope that you're working on a book, Turtle. That would be great. And let's see. Are those rocks out of the ground network? Yeah. Are they out of the ground? Are those network? That's great. Lesby Rockin' is here in the house as well, and we are talking about how our weeks were, and we're all talking about how we got under the weather, or what have you. Some variation on that theme. So go ahead and toss that into the chat if you've got something to pitch in. And I was just telling my story where we were just excited that we got to go play on the beach. And so we packed our gear down there. Oh, it got dark all of a sudden. Maybe this is the dramatic lighting for this story. And so went down on the beach and put up our wings, and it was good. It was really good. There was the perfect amount. Like I would say between 20 and 25 mile per hour winds, not very gusty. And so we were just blazing up and down the beach, winging and having a good time, a wailing and a laughing. It was good. So we look off into the distance as we're having our glee, and there is a great big thunderstorm looming out to sea in the south. And it is dark, and it's got like inner light, like it's got electricity, and it's clear that it is causing a complete squall. It's opaque. There's no seeing through the curtain of just intense rain that's hitting the ocean from off in the distance. We're a few miles down the beach from where we began, because we had been it's so nice wind that we were able to just bolt up wind and do all of the fun, like way down the beach. And so we're like, look at that, that's not good, let's head back. And so the most fun of all is when you get to go with the wind, and they call it a downwinder, when you can just go ahead and just use all of the force of the wind to just push you down the beach. It's like somebody or many people running behind you, just pushing you on your board, and you can kind of just squirrel around and do whatever. And so and so you're still kind of tacking back and forth. So you go to the bottom of the beach and you turn, and then you go up the beach and you turn, and then you go down the beach and you turn, and you're just carving, not getting pitted, but carving. And so I'm at the bottom of the beach. Who knows how fast I'm going? I'm a bit cocky. I'm like lit up because this is like super fun wind, and it is good. And we're racing this storm in. You're starting to feel kind of heavy droplets starting to pelt you all over. We're trying to get in before this incredible gnarly squall hits us. And I get to the bottom of turn, and I am pivoting around to bolt back up the beach at about, like I said, maybe 20 miles an hour. And my board stops. My board stops. And I keep on going. It's physics. It's fun, right? It's really advisable to stay on the board. But in the water, if you fall off of your board, if you take a turn that sticks, in this case, it was too harsh an angle, physics again. Board didn't want to go that way. So it just kind of stuck. And in the water, you just launch off of your board and kadoosh, and it's nice. Not on the sand. And so I took one incredible trajectory, like a lawn dart, straight into the sand, about at my neck and shoulder, like just diagonal. And I'm pretty sure like I flopped over with the whole rest of my body kind of arching over like a scorpion. And you know what? What's crazy is that like there wasn't friction. I stuck. Like my board stuck. It was sticky, low tide, wet sand. And so the board decided to like just stay. And then when I hit the ground, instead of, like maybe coming to like a skidding landing or something like that, doing a little skimboarding on my shoulder, I just grrr, straight in. And yeah, crap, ouch. Gravity sucks sometimes. Dang, not the scorpion. Yeah, all of that and more. I opened up the whole box of that. And so at first, it totally rang my bell because, when you hit your neck, usually you're also like your head's involved. It kind of like, flopped over and bonked on the sand and wherever my limbs were going. So Steve had been filming up until that last reach. And then he was like, uh-oh, time for me to put the camera away, and get home too. So he did not get it on footage, which I'm not sure if I could watch it actually, but it would have kind of been interesting to see what sort of like interesting bouquet all of my limbs made. But he did notice that I had stopped and that I was trying to get back up on my board. And when he passed that area, he saw that there was like, should have been a chalk line around this yard sale that had happened, couldn't really make out what, because there was just divots in the sand. And so Eric the cat, Karen was the object that stayed in motion according to Newton's first law. Exactly. I was just following the law, officer. And Mr. Turtle Montana pictures or it didn't happen. I know. So believe me, though, ask my shoulder about how that didn't happen. So, I'm like, okay, I'm able to, like, it rang my bell. So I'm a little sparkly and a little gooey legged, but I'm like, okay, I'm standing up and I know my name. Okay, this is good. So I get back up on the board and I put my kite up. I'm like, not happy with the shoulder, but I'm like, okay, I can hold on to my wing and I can make it back. It was probably maybe another football field or so to get back to the gear. We put away our gear. It starts to just rain. It's starting to hammer us. It's exciting. These are the kinds of things that make epic experiences. Oh yeah, I remember that time. That was so cool. Although, like, packing the gear out, I wasn't about to be able to like carry my board. Wearing the backpack that had my wing in it, like that shoulder wasn't gonna have it. And about halfway up the hike back up, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing so good. Like I'm less good than I thought. Um right? Divots in the sand always rake out the hazards. I know. I'm gonna lose my club membership. I'm gonna get kicked out. The beer cart won't start or stop at our foursome. And so it looks like Ted Kellison is here, and whoa, Jennifer Ship is also here, and I'm hearing the sound that Wile E. Coyote makes when he face plants off of a cliff. Yep, that was it. I needed the sign to put up. Ouch, or whatever, or bye. um, yeah, and so I don't want to get too far behind. It looks like we've also got a bear. Is a bear wandering around up in here? And so we get back up to the house. Steve is a complete gentleman. He carries my board up. He doesn't heckle me too hard for wearing the backpack on one shoulder and not being able to get the gate open. Like, he's being totally patient, doesn't quite realize the ramifications of the whole thing. And what ends up happening is, yeah, I'm not concussed, but right now we're trying to figure out whether or not I've got like a fractured collarbone pretty much. And so, you got to grab your fun when you can. You try not to hurt yourselves. Like, kiss every good, healthy day that you are gleeful enough to have your health about you. And then, you'll take some of the hard ones on the chin and smile and persevere and pray that you don't have broken bones. And so that was pretty much the case for the beginning of my week. That's how I started this fabulous week. And basically I wasn't able to do almost anything with my left arm for the first couple days. I'm already like starting to, like, you can see, hey, both hands. Although like taking things on and off are very, very difficult. Can't do much still. And so it's the kind of stuff that's how we pay for the fun things that we get to do. They're not free. I wish they were, but there's usually, like that whole no pain, no gain thing. And so, yeah, I have the tendency to like downplay, I guess, stuff. And I'm also not a big fan of taking things, and so I've taken a few Tylenol, and mostly I'm just trying to do like some nice rehab exercises, and of course ice was my friend, ice and heat. And Margaret, good to see you. And yeah, I am so sorry that I messed up my shoulder too. It has made it so that work has been very difficult to do. I've eked out some pretty cabochons in the last about 48 hours that I like was so gleeful to do when you've been sick. And I know that you guys can empathize with this, since a bunch of you are having that going on for yourselves as well anyway. But when you've been sick, it's like just the little things mean so much. You're just so excited to be able to do a thing like, I can wash my hair. That's so exciting. And so, you know, embrace the little things and take every single day where you're healthy as, just an extremely cool gift. And so that should explain why I've been kind of laying low. I would rather have been way more active. Y'all had a great conversation in the Discord last night that I got to miss out on. I felt bad about that. It looks like it's somebody's birthday. Really, really, really? That's great. Okay, a happy belated birthday to Eric the cat. So let's bring this bad boy out. All right. And I hope that you have a wonderful next rotation around the earth, and let it be healthy and accident free. And so the great show that we have on deck for you tonight is that we are going to be going through some of the turtle box. I unwrapped everything slowly. I saw the doom written all over the wall. If I try to do this with my like not so effective left hand and my right hand, how many more lacerations am I going to get, and how slow is it going to happen? So I thought, instead of showing you guys a bunch more bloodletting, why don't I just unpack the stuff and we'll go through that? But then you'll never guess what happened today. You'll never, ever, ever, ever guess. I could watch the chat and see if maybe somebody does, but I'll go ahead and spoil it for you. Just when I got everything done with Mr. Turtle's deep, 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 most generous, huge, large box, another one came in the mail today. No kidding. And so I have another one. And so we've got more. We've got a bunch of beautiful rocks to gem gaze at, and more. And then we're going to be putting some of that stuff underneath the microscope to enjoy. And I will also spoil right now that members, I should have the video for you guys to do some micro gazing up this evening. And so maybe I hope that it's uploaded to YouTube in time for maybe like a good night little progression. It's your visual usher into the dream world with these microscopic landscapes of the interior of some of our beautiful rocks that we have here in the studio. And so it's raining boxes. I know. I'm so thankful to Turtle. Like, I have to say, I looked at it, and it's got like the packaging tape that has the thread in it, and so I'm like, okay, I better open this first so that you guys don't have to watch me wrestle a crocodile with the knife in my teeth and everything here for the show. So that is the lineup for tonight. And I we have more happy birthdays going on for Eric, and you're welcome. That's just awesome. And I would like to hear what else is going on in everybody's exciting lives. What's good? Or what incredible story do you have that you would like to share that might be about you tripping over your mountain board on the beach and, sacking yourself straight into the shoulder and neck, scorpioning over, and then trying to get home before insult becomes injury with this big sloppy squall coming in. Looks like Bob's Rocks is here in the house. Good to see you. Betty is also here, lurking, and I welcome you and all of you, both in the chat and those of you who are lurking and working, sitting back, lounging, nursing your own shoulders, knees, toes, your what were they, foot nails, and such. Yeah. Here's Mr. Turtle Montana, and then we're gonna make sure that everybody's well hydrated today. All right. They were locked down tighter than Fort Knox. And Eric the cat says, "My week started photographing a new comet, which is very exciting." That is so exciting. We can't wait. We cannot wait to see. I'm so excited that I can gesticulate with my left hand. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm getting stronger. This is good. This probably means that it's not as bad. Maybe we just have a bruised collarbone instead of a broken one, but it feels like somebody's pressing down on it all the time. And it's very, very, very upset. It's so puffy. It looks like somebody Michelin manned my left side there. Mr. Chubby Hubby is here, and I hope that you got my response to your email. And if you didn't, you've got something fun to go and look at, I guess. It's a good answer anyway. I'm going to forever laugh at your bouquet of limbs comment. Please do. That is definitely the idea here, because if you're not laughing, you're crying probably. Let's all laugh instead. I'd much rather do that, especially at myself. And okay, so it looks like Chris said that uh he had a crappy week too. No. Oh gosh. Fractured my wrist a few weeks ago crashing on my skateboard heading to work. That was fun. Still hurts. Oh, man, I am so sorry about your wrist. So sorry. Yeah, those boards. Those board sports, huh? But we can't stay away. The fact that you commute on your skateboard, like that's hero stuff. I absolutely love that. I hope that you're feeling better and that your wrist is getting better fast. One of the things that I did do while I was in slow motion falling, you guys, have you had that fall, that experience where everything slows down and you are just completely, you have plenty of time to think about what's going on? And so, like, I see what's going on and I'm like, okay, ditch the cut or the wing. I don't want to roll over it with my board and pop it's got a bladder in the leading edge that blows up like a balloon or whatever. Ditch the wing, and then the next thing that I think is pull your arms in, because I didn't want to break my wrist. And so I was hoping that I was gonna do a Kirk roll, like Captain Kirk, like super awesome, like da 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 da, and just like and just pop back up on my feet and just jump on the board and keep going. But the the roll itself was punctuated a little bit. I was going a bit faster than I thought, and I didn't expect that, that leading edge of shoulder. It was like anybody out there who's ever taken like karate and you learn how to fall and you learn how to do these rolls and stuff like that. Like judo and stuff. Yeah. It was attempting to be one of those. It just didn't work out right. Ugh, but yeah, I'm so sorry, Chris. And let's see, we've got this. What are the knife laws in Oregon? I know the perfect knife for Karen to open boxes with, as long as it wouldn't get you in trouble. The last box opening knife she used made me nervous. I peed a piddle. I'm sorry. Like everybody's on their edge. On the edge of their seats for the shows. Like, is she gonna bloodlet today? Is she gonna break a bone? Yeah. Matrix bullet style. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Did I miss anybody else's stories? I want to something about ligaments. Um, ligaments are not to get too technical, but likely ligaments are unhappy. Absolutely. Um, yeah. Of course I like everybody goes straight to health health net or whatever, like the internet doctor to see like, have I broken my collarbone, or I knew my shoulder wasn't out, and that was good news because that can be so painful. And so oh, hit your teeth on the pavement? I hope not. Eric the cat says, Rooted Rockhound, hope you heal up quick. I used to skateboard a lot years ago. Fun times. Absolutely. Gotta love those things. And whose teeth? And then your teeth hit the pavement. Oh gosh, that's like, oh, those are like, that's like a double tragedy in my book because teeth are so a thing too. Just don't call it a knife. Call it a letter opener, right? How long is the blade? I don't know what the laws are here as far as knives are concerned. I obviously don't know my way around a knife very good. Should probably get better at that. I know to cut away from yourself, which I obviously didn't do that one time. And let's see, knife laws don't apply when you're at your desk. Send help. Right. And we have this from Rufo. All good things. Wouldn't have even mentioned it if not for Karen's story. Life has fun with us sometimes. Absolutely. But it does explain, if you haven't been able to say hold on to a rock on the flat lap or be able to do some of the stuff that you'd normally do, it takes us out of the action. Like, thank goodness I don't have a mining trip happening this weekend. And the wind decided not to happen because Steve was talking about going to the lake, and I would have been so crestfallen to sit on the sidelines and just, I'm injured. I can't go. Or I would have gone and just sidelined it. And he's like, you could take some great footage. Yeah, that's great. Oh no. The rusty scissors gave me a scare. Oh, yeah, right? Where are my rusty scissors? You guys are awesome. You're very caring. Don't show my healthcare provider these videos, please. And I've experienced that falling of a lighting truss. Oh no. You've experienced that falling off a lighting truss because you used to work in lighting, like stage lighting, right? 20 feet up in the air. No. That is terrifying. The whole time falling, I'm adjusting the boys so they don't get pinched in my safety harness. That's amazing. You got your order of importance. Like, don't worry about your head. That's great. You weren't gonna Kirk roll. Oh man, how did you do? I mean, obviously you're here with us, and so it didn't work out too poorly for you. And Mr. Chubby Hubby found an owl pellet today, rock hunting. Awesome. No owl, though. Apparently, it had already flown the coop, so to say. Yes. Flown the poop is what that did. Did you inspect the owl pellet? Those are fascinating. You get to see what it was that they had for dinner. Very interesting. And yes, Blind Squirrel Rock says always protect the soft spots. For sure. Oh no. Yeah, WebMD say broken. No. Yeah, that's like, don't, when you're feeling bad, don't hit WebMD. Like, don't worry. It doesn't seem like you have a broken collarbone, but you do have encephalitis. Bye-bye. So yeah, had to be had to, had to be a little bit cautious even looking on the WebMD. But I wanted to see if, okay, if it's starting to feel better, does it mean good things? Do I need to get it set if it is in fact fractured? All these kinds of things, they have the tendency to want to heal by themselves. You just don't want to say, run around and do crazy things like I'm tempted to do. So maybe a sling is in order. 3.5 inches for a pocket knife in Oregon. Thank you, Betty. You're probably better with knives than I am. I made one. I think it has a bigger blade than that too. Is that okay? I gave it to my dad. Now is he doing something illegal? A package axe. A package axe. Open them boxes with just one swing. That would make a great cartoon. I need to become a cartoonist just to be able to realize some of these visions that you guys have shared. Yeah, just don't tell them what it is, says Soul. Yep, that's always ask forgiveness, right? And just wrap it well so they can't guess. Um, you guys are so thoughtful. And I would have looked a sight dangling from the truss has a safety arrest harness that saved me. Oh, I see what. Okay. I see exactly what you're saying. You don't want to hang them high like that. All right. I get it. And Rufotris, not into digging into poop unless it's a few million years old. Yeah, the coprolite. Although those owl nuggets are pretty interesting. You find like the hair and the skeletons. I remember doing that on a nature hike when you were really young for like sixth grade camp or something like that. And then it becomes habit forming. Or is that me? Is that just me? Ooh. Um This is you're too kind. It's the thought that counts. Thank you so much. I think they make one under 3.5 inches. If not, I'll just say I accidentally used a metric ruler to measure it. Sure. I'm sure that they would accept that. And at the same time, I don't plan on opening, filleting myself anytime soon with any knives, and so it's okay. You don't have to worry too much, and you don't have to send anything. Um, we do have some really intense fillet knives here in the house that Steve uses for filleting tuna and salmon and the fish that come off of the boats when you go fishing. And I just don't use them. I know better. So we have this one, and the owl pellet I found on my deck had mice at various stages of digestion. Yeah, I don't know. That could be fascinating to some and totally disgusting to others. I get it, but I think that's pretty neat. Um, and you can own larger, says Rufotris. Think about a kitchen knife, etc. That's just the carry laws. Okay, so just don't carry the big machete in my purse, which is another tool I don't really use. Although I do want a chainsaw. Is that bad? I think the rules only comes into play with the knife if you're carrying it around town. Yeah, which is another thing that nobody needs Karen to do. I'm just like literally a danger to myself and others as far as that's concerned. Okay, I am catching up, I promise, and we'll get into our rocks too. Don't want to belabor this too long. But thank you guys for sharing your stories, and I hope that you're not in pain or not too sick, those of you. But you know, a little commiseration is really nice, and I'm drinking with my other arm. So cheers to you again. But Kid Curry, I want to share that with you guys. I just won't be opening boxes with the chainsaw. But yeah, see, you were right there, weren't you? Yeah, I got you. Same wavelength. Okay, I have some two-person crosscut saws. Think of an 8-footer would do the trick. Yeah, on a box. Me and Steve just hacking away at it. And Tomcat Josh, my machete is a bedside thing, and my hatchet. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. My sledgehammer is by the downstairs, like the back door. Sledgehammer. All right. So blunt objects probably better for Karen. So you guys can see some of the stuff here. I actually have some of this stuff is left over from last week on Friday, because like same stool, same setup. I haven't used the studio much. I wasn't allowed. I couldn't. Pardon me. Yeah, totally busy recovering after the crash. And so, we have this pinolith over here. Oh, look it. I can pick it up with my hand. Oh, that's the left. Yay. We're good. We're doing better. And we have this beautiful this. I'm going to take it closer. You guys remember this? Yeah, we've got some good stuff from last week, but we're not revisiting that. We are going to look at the stuff from this week. We got a bunch of really intense fire agate last week, and there was a bunch more. And so let us get to a look in. Oh, wait, we have we have a couple more things to look at here. Oh my gosh. I saw a terrifying chainsaw attachment for an angle grinder. Oh, and Temu. That's got to be super super dangerous. That's the beginning of a horror movie right there. And then okay, before we get to Mr. Turtles, that awful guy, maybe time to invest in an unboxing guillotine. That would be so rad. That would be a great maker's challenge if the challenge was for a metal smith thing. Could make a shing. That would be so cool. All right, you got my brain working on that. Maybe something out of rock. 2 weekends ago, hunting Saffordite at night with Julie and Brian, I had both my headlamp and UV lights. As soon as I turned off my headlamp and turned on my UV light, I tripped over a rock. Oh no, I hope you didn't do damage to yourself or neither of your lights. And it's scary to hear the thud of a yeeted owl nugget hitting the ground in the middle of the night. Have you heard that? Oh my gosh. That's pretty cool. Like, every time a owl pellet drops, an owl gets its wings or something. That's great. Oh no. And this was in front of my car and fell flat on your face. Oh, that's tough. Especially when you don't know, like it's dark and you don't know when the ground is coming. You don't know exactly when to like kind of do that extra bolstering and be ready for it. I hope you're okay, man. Yeah, physiotherapy, rock lifting. If we were going down south to the lake, I would be down looking at this beach that you guys haven't seen the video yet for. That I am dying to go back to, and yeah, I can't lift rocks though. Like poor Steve would have to be doing all of the lifting. Okay, haha, I fell dead into my side while mowing my lawn this week. Oh no, onto your side. It sucked, but I still have all my toes and stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, that is frightening too. My dad actually cut off part of his toe in the lawnmower when I was really little. And I mean, it was like one of those like super scary accidents where you're like, you eyeball the lawnmower and it's like, no, 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 no. And so I'm glad that you're okay. Like those lawnmowers can be absolutely brutal. And so I hope that everything is fine with you there. And Tomcat Josh is wondering, does everybody know that a standard moderator can hook up with everyone in chat and not affect one's channel? I don't. A standard moderator can hook up with everyone in chat and not affect one's channel. I don't know what that means though. What does it mean? Yeah, okay, so Chubby Hubby's like working this out for me. Every time an owl pellet hits the ground, a mouse gets its wings. Boom, baby. Thank you. You did it. I'm remembering that. That's going to replace, the angel's wings one for me around Christmas time. And then, thought it might have been a Yeti throwing crap at me again, but it was an owl joining in on the fun. You know that they're bros. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the community of the forest all ganging up on us. I split my lip open once, bringing my cameras back inside in the dark. I fell face first. Oh, into my wrought iron chair in slow motion. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, pain. And were the cameras okay? I mean, your lip, I'm so sorry about, but I get it when like, oh, it's so sad when, you fall down and you hurt yourself, but also you like break a camera or something like that. It's the worst. Um or a vole. Or a vole gets its wings. Yeah, right, Cheryl. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's do some rocks. Let's get some rocks going here. Let's add this to the stage. We're gonna do this. Oh, you know what? I was gonna do one other thing first. We'll save it for last. We'll save it for last. If you're not first, you're last. And so there you go. We've got a pile of fire agate. Look at like here's my hand and there's the fire agate. That is a big pile of fire agate. Aren't we happy that I unwrapped all of these so that you didn't have to watch each and every one of these coming out of its cocoons? Um, and I have had a chance to do, okay, come on, focus. It wants to focus behind. There we go. And hopefully that's not too pixelaty for you. These have some really, really impressive textures on the outside. If you were, interested in what a brain might look like on the inside of your uh, head case that hopefully isn't concussed from whatever it is that you've done lately. Oh my gosh. I am so trying to make sure that this can be seen without it blurring off. But one of the things about fire agate, I'll put it down here so maybe it can just join the others. And that's not as fun though. One day I'm going to have a camera instead of my phone that I can zoom. There we go. So you see that there's areas of like light agate and then there's the areas of dark agate. Well, the magnetite is the layer that makes these guys go rainbow. And essentially you're trying to get down to where the hematite or the magnetite or whatever is turning that dark is a good sign. And you are carving down to find where the rainbows are, if there's rainbows. And so it's like rock hounding inside a rock, and I love doing that. And so that guy, all of these uh were selected actually while Turtle Montana and actually I believe Ma was there too, hung out, and we looked at some different rocks. There we go. Look at how totally like spastically body that is. I'm gonna put something behind this for once and for all. And I'll bet you that's happening in the chat too. Karen, do something else. But now we have words that are distracting. Use this. We can fix it. There we go. There's your rock. And so who here has worked with the fire agate? And who here is has learned a lot of what they know from fire agate? Mark? So you see what's going on there. If you see some fire, then you're really in luck. A lot of times you get to do some digging. Like inside there are definitely visible areas of fire smiling back at us. And so because we can see some of it there, we know that there's going to be more in there, which was really super awesome. And wow, the Owen Wilson style. Let's see. Red headlamps are super useful. Agreed. Yeah, it does suck to kill your night vision for sure. It's going to be super bright out for the next few nights. I think we've got like the pink moon happening. Very, very nice. You guys are all about the flashlights. Very good. Yeah, palm size, huge, like big agates here. It was fire agate Mark that got me hooked on it, right? And so those of you who are interested in the fire agates, and perhaps you got some from somebody like Mr. Turtle, or from Fire Agate Mark, or from Lapidary Dave, or there's some coming from our friends over there at AZ Rockhound Expedition, Brian and Julie. And so if you have received some, it's really hard to know what the heck to do with it. And if you do just like a regular flat polish, even though the agate is beautiful, if it was from anywhere else, you'd be celebrating the agate itself. Some really, really neat designs in the agate. But since we're going for the fire in the agate, all of these reds and other colors that are just floating all around, we have the tendency to want to, cut off. And you're going for those pretty gorgeous dark bots, and going to follow those through maybe a few layers or not until you find some fire. And so it's really cool to watch Fire Agate Mark start from. Look at how we can even see some of the bot action from the back. Isn't that nuts? This is so crazy. This material just kind of is boggling. But if you see him start from the beginning, it's really cool to see, what in the world would your plan of attack be to extract the fire out of, some of this weirdness. Some of these, if you were just a collector of interesting rocks, would be interesting enough just by themselves. But, each one of them holding the embers of a really impressive fire agate. So gotta move forward with that. And here's a really good example of one that has a lot of the light material. And so, that's not holding anything that's going to make fire. And so needing to cut past that, and then knowing exactly, okay, so what do you use to daintily cut off the stuff that you don't want without taking the stuff that you do want off, because the layer of the fire bearing material is very thin. And once you go through it, it's kind of like the color bar on a Noble. You're done. I mean, if it were from any other place, that would be spectacular just in and of itself, without the fire. I think I'm digging for fire. Yeah, right. Pixies. Gotta love it. We all do. We all love the pixies, don't we? Um, and Lisa got you your first fire agates. That's awesome. They are amazingly fun to play with, and I like to contour polish them for sure. Although I'm not throwing shade on if you decide that you'd rather, do like a regular cab or something like that. But it's amazing getting in there, and you're literally polishing in between those little bots and stuff. Unless like there's a really nice collection of a bunch of them that are, it's a little bit more like pimply skin instead of big bots to polish around. And so this is a great question. I'm glad you're asking it, Rocky Mountain Bear. We're going to need to ask Mr. Turtle, and he says from Mexico. So there you go. Yeah, this is going to be just so much fun to play with. And so I just thought I'd go through a few of the pieces. You can see that there's a lot of material, and you guys, of course, as always, are invited out on the balcony where we'll have outdoor studio, and we'll start cracking into these guys, not with a knife, not with a chainsaw. We'll daintily cut in and start excavating these so that we can find where the fire is, and we'll do some complete start to complete finish pieces. And I suspect that we've got, these are big enough, just dependent on how much fire. This is like a turtle. This is like a funny fire agate bot turtle shell. So if there's a lot of fire going on, then it's probably going to be several pieces as opposed to just one, and we'd probably just parse them as we're going along. And there's the bottom. So there just might be the thinnest, like if you look at the cross section here, there might just be the thinnest agate layer in some areas, and then matrix material. That's kind of how these are set up. And you just got to follow the rainbows, and capture them and be careful with them, and polish them up. And so you got to be your very, very best leprechaun with that stuff. All right. And so we have out of the box. Let's go ahead and go back here. The Bossa Nova is the best. Let's see. If I can put up new shelves in my lapidary tent, I can bust out the record player. Nice. You're going to do some DJ action. And I'm gonna cab the crap out of some fire agate. Well, sounds good. I can't wait. I can't wait to see. Cut lengthwise at a 45-degree angle. Interesting. With a guillotine. Indeed, right? Yeah, and they really are. Kathy sent you some to play with. Awesome. That'll be super fun. You follow the yellow brick fire, right? Um, and we have that's not from Aguas Calientes, right? That looks different from the Aguas fire. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to know. I don't know enough about the different agates, the fire ones. I haven't worked enough with enough different ones to know the different kinds apart from each other. Did that make any sense? All right. Oh, owie. Okay. We've got some slabbages, and so we'll throw this back up. Slabba-dabba-doo. And let's get some wetness going on here. This pretty. And was this one from Idaho? Turtle. That's some really, really, really cool green. You can see how agate that river down the middle is, and then it's pretty jaspery, kind of opaque to the other sides, but oh so green. Off with their fiery heads. Top cat Josh, that's hilarious. They're beautiful material. I saved the little thingies. Although, is this the Idaho sunset? Perhaps it is. This might be this one. That's the only problem with not opening them in front of y'all, is that I might have gotten some of this mixed up a little. We've got this one, and I think he wasn't sure what kind of sea maggot this is. Nice little crocodile head going on. Said something about moss, but I'll admit that having it in my hand, it's a little less mossy and a little bit more like very dendritic. And I'm wondering if you might have gotten it from, I hope that that's like not pixelating too hard for you guys. I'll hold it a little bit more still, because it kind of lost its molecularity on my screen anyway. Did you get it from the same person that you got the other piece from? Yeah, this is so nice. Let me do a, why aren't you going on? Oh, did you fall out? My light that I put aside for us to have a light has gone out of battery. Nope, there it goes. Never mind. Helps to know how to operate a light. Okay, and so that's an overabundance of light, but I was gonna backlight it too and try not to get you guys. It doesn't backlight quite as abundantly as I thought it might. So it is very, you see those, like, there's a lot of tree action. And so if I didn't know any better, I would guess that this also might be some graveyard. And let me dunk the graveyard. There's quite a range to graveyard. Here's some more graveyard that he gave me, and it's awesome. Look at the trees. Got a lot of the dendritic stuff going on here. Better seen on this side. Give it a little bit extra light there, that you can see those fabulous trees. And a little bit more exciting from the back on this one as opposed to that last one. Just some really, really solidly nice graveyard point material. Now, the things that I've found out with the graveyard point, having been out there to mine a few times is that there's a really, really, really big range available there from claim to claim and from, half mile to half mile. And so a lot of it looks a lot like this. You've got some blue agate, you've got the dendrites, you've got a lot of marcasite. There's oftentimes the telltale white plume, but that's not to say that this couldn't be, some white plume that happens from another seam as well. It just could be. You just weren't as sure. And it was gifted to me by Jeff from the Family Stones, who lives out in Oregon. Yeah, I that's just my first sort of knee jerk inclination on that one, because I've cut a bit that looks a lot like that, and this is an absolute just incredible scene of dendrite beauty. And as Tomcat was saying, dang, that's so thick. That is super thick and rich. And so it should be interesting to see what sort of things these want to become. Although I'll tell you right now, it's always really exciting to have like bigger slabs. They just afford so much potential. And so I don't know, might have to just be excited about having some bigger slabs for a while, not cutting them right away. This was a really exciting one. This here is some lightning stone that he shared. I have none. And so that is really, really cool. Does somebody in the chat have some information about the lightning stone? I'm going to give it a dunk so that we have a better look. And Turtle, is this meant to be a specimen, or am I to cut this? Let me know. One of the things I think is really interesting between the different minerals is that they vary so much in density. Like an agate because you pick it up and it's heavy. This is actually really, really heavy too. Yes, super, super yummy jummy. Pardon me. And let's see. Do. Oh, hello, Fishmonger. Welcome in. And Fishmonger is saying, love hounding in the Graveyard Point area. Beautiful. Yeah. Gosh, I love that area so much too. The whole Graveyard Point, Sucker Creek, Leslie Gulch, all of that. The Oahe is so fabulous. Fabulous enough to name a dog after. And Mr. Turtle Montana likes them a little thick. Yeah. And that is a big dome. Cut it. And this is actually what I was looking for. It's actually a Michigan septarian nodule formed much the same way. All right. And so this is so cool because I don't have any of this at all. And Tomcat says, cut. And Ma says, cut. And Mr. Turtle Montana does not help Karen's indecisiveness. This is yours, and you can do whatever you like. And Yvonne, welcome in. Good to see you. You're not late. You're just in time to see this beautiful Montana septarian nodule that Mr. Turtle Montana did gift to me, and we are trying to figure out, like, does Karen cut it? And anybody who has had some of this material, when you cut it, if you cut it, does it polish up nicely? Like, what is this matrix material like? Because this is really cool. Like, look at how otherworldly, like, kind of wacky this outside of the nodule is. Inside of the nodule, pretty cool with like all of the septarianistic stuff going on. So I don't know. I'd maybe be tempted to keep it as a as a specimen. And oh, the calcite glows crazy under the UV. I'll bet it does. Let's see if we can do a little something something here. Turn that off. Where did it go? Turn this off. It's light out still, and so we're not going to get. Look at how light it is. That's with all of the lights off except for the one that's over my head, the room light, which I have to get up to dispose of. Let's see what we've got going on here. Oh yeah. I mean, even with the extra light, that thing is trying to scream. It's screaming at you guys. Look at that. That's awesome. And that side. Oh yeah. That's a pleasure. Is one of those supposed to? Oh yeah, these guys too. Look at that. Seeing that? How about that? Oh, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's nice. That's always fun. Sorry about not killing the lights, but that's some good fun. All right. What do we got here? I had to speed up to 2.0 to catch up. Yeah. That's got to sound interesting, me yammering on in 2.0. The plume slabs glow pretty good too. We did find out. Absolutely. I think I remember reading that actually in your fabulous notes. Those of you who send off Rockbox, provide notes. So nice. All the ones that I've ever sent out that didn't have enough notes, I apologize. But it's so nice to know what you're looking at. Look at this madness, you guys. Will you look at this madness? And hey, Josh, you like the thick ones? Check that out. Goodness gracious. Look at this. It's like this cool spring sprig of some puffball plant that is growing up through ice. Look at those puffballs. They are so wild. I can't wait to get some of this polished. That'll go underneath the microscope as soon as we can get some of those crazy spheres. Those oolitic guys, orbicular guys, polished up. I mean, that is just wild. So cool. Love that green. Okay. And hey, Lava Bison's in the house. Good to see you. And the brown matrix is soft and doesn't polish for crap. Okay. But can be done with patience. I like to bookend them and polish the cut faces. That makes a great amount of sense. And that does help me make a decision for sure. Because I'm not really all that excited about polishing mud. Mud is difficult to polish. And sometimes when you might have some really nice boulder opal, and some of that ironstone can be kind of like mud, and it's so disappointing. Look at that wildness right there. There's like a little pocket of waterline over there. This is insane. This is so insane. Ah, man. This one's going to take some calculations to figure out like how, probably get 2 slabs out of this, and then how to figure out how to maximize those for cabs, because those are special. That's kind of the magic of the ocean Jasper, but in super macro. I mean, those are nice big spheres. Very, very impressive. Okay. So that is the fruition of the first box. Dun dun dun. We did it. We made it. And I think that was 3 sessions. And so that's how the sausage gets made is Karen opens the packages before she comes on. At least from some of the folks, I know that Brian is a stellar packager as well, of Arizona Rockhound Expeditions fame, and so I did those off camera during Christmas time. I, in hindsight, really wish I had been filming at least some of it, because it would help with an overall video for those guys. The material is amazing. All you guys know that already. A bunch of you guys have that material. If you don't, you probably need some. But yeah, the unpackaging can take a while. As we've also seen on Cheryl's lives and other folks that have been sharing that stuff with us all. It's good. And let us move now into the new box. And so let me kind of get things a little bit better organized here. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Lift with your right and not your left. And I sort of almost got it all the way open. I think I might have to get the rusty scissors back out. But I was doing it in a rush. I literally just got this hours before we went live. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get to the post office. They ran out of lockers at our little locker bank. And now I can't seem to see where my rusty scissors are even. So you guys are going to have to watch me use the knife that you don't like to watch me use. And meanwhile, let's see. Just also catching up on our chat here. Muzz saying, no joke, Brian is a very thorough packer. Took me a half an hour to unwrap my stuff from AZRU today. Yeah. I mean, it's always great, and you know that your stuff is going to get to you in pristine condition. Although it does take a little bit of time. Look how I cut away from myself, guys. I'm learning. It's good. Kerosene. Wait, what? Oh, and this is another one of the double boxers. So hold on yet another moment. Wow. I've got like a lot of suspense going. This. Oh, and there it goes. Oofda. Don't you love taking it easy? Don't you love it? Yeah, just doing everything nice and easy and not hurting yourself. Sorry, you guys, it's taking longer. Yeah, now I'm not cutting towards myself off camera. And almost there. So that one had my my info on it. So we'll point it over there. Okay. We've got this big box. What could it be? Shall we put it down here and watch this? Sure. What's in the box? 2 boxes. This makes 3 boxes. It's just boxes. It's one of those, Russian pocket dolls, that keeps on going and keeps on going. Now, I'll spoiler alert. I knew this was coming, but you didn't. I'm gonna borrow some of this right here. Look at how agile my left is being right now. I'm so excited about this. Wow, it's got all kinds of moves. Oh, ooh. And this right here makes my day, week, month, maybe year. So excited about this. Thank you so much, Mr. Turtle. Really, really appreciate this so much. Yeah, dang. Yeah, dang. Oh boy. Yeah. I wouldn't buy the world a Coke. I would buy everybody a Gemfish. But having not the funds in which to do so, I am so thankful that Mr. Turtle Montana did share this one with me. And so I'm unpackaging it right now. This had to come special parcel on account that it's got batteries, and so I guess it like had like a hazmat sticker on it and stuff like that. You know that deal where the I can operate boxes, you guys. I promise. Probably good that this is all off camera because the struggle is real. But yeah, you know how they ask you like, is there anything liquid, perishable, batteries, blah 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 blah, and yeah, this was a yes, and so poor dude had to send it like ground or whatever. It's the holy hand grenade of Antioch. We shall not count to two, or neither shall we count to four. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so excited. It had my name on it. Isn't that great? It's like they over there um at Black Opal Direct knew that it was coming my way. But this is something that I have like wanted so bad for so long. And let's see, do you have to put batteries in, turn it on? Probably helps. Oh, there we go. So we have light. Ah, look at that. That's quite the torch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Should have some opals to look at just for fun. But I think we have some other stuff that we can look at that would be kind of cool to break this bad boy out with. In fact, that does remind me, in the other box, there was a parcel of quartz, which are going to be awesome to practice pixel cuts and things with. So here's some quartz crystals that Turtle sent me. I'm going to learn how to use this with the camera so that it makes sense to everybody. Look at how clear that is. Oh no, there we go. So looking for inclusions, not finding any. How nice. So that's the biggest use of this guy. If those of you who are out there are familiar or aren't familiar with why you need this in your life, boy, when you're grading stuff, nothing is as good. But what's really exciting is this yellow labradorite. And so here is a piece of yellow labradorite. I would love to hear more about this if you have more to say about this, Mr. Turtle. But we will use our torch here to get some quick grading done. Whoa. So that piece has quite a bit of fracture, although I'm sure that down in there's like a space that we could find something cuttable. It looks like it's fairly clear, like in there, in that window right there in the center. Let's try another one. Right? Okay, so Eric the cat, So labradorite is labradorite, but the feldspar cousins are moonstone and sunstone too. And so these guys really, 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 really look like sunstones to me. I'm going to have to be very careful to keep them separated from the sunstones that I have. They even act like sunstones. I mean, see that great big cleavage plane fracture there, right up the middle. So this is so sunstone behavior. It's not even funny. And yet these do have a little bit more champagne to them than the Oregon sunstones do. So, more yellow. Let's bring a white thing out so that we can see how yellow. Bytownite. Okay, here we go. And is there Labrador essence going on there? Not that I have seen yet. Yeah, right. Woohoo, cutters. Yes, dude. Yes. I'm so excited. So my left arm is my cutting arm for faceting. Um, and so I am not faceting right now because of the shoulder thing. And so this is going to be so exciting to get to. I'm just going to pour out the package here. Yeah, isn't this fun learning new things about all this? This is so cool. And they do have one heck of a cleavage plane or a cleavage plan. That sounds like something that you would have in your insurance. Do you have a proper cleavage plan? Um, and so I don't know like as far as like if they're more like sunstones in the regard that any schiller would have to be from a mineral inclusion, more just being a feldspar about it. And so I don't know, maybe also Turtle can let us know more about that. Let's see. Do you need to keep them hydrated to keep them yellow? I don't know. This is another good question. Yellow labradorite, also sometimes called golden labradorite or bytownite, is a variety of labradorite that exhibits a yellow or golden hue. It's known for its vibrant play of color. Vibrant play of color. There's okay. So there's going to be play of color in here? This is going to be quite exciting to find some of that. Or just the body color. Is that what we're talking about? Help me out here. I don't know. If there's play of color in there, I'm gonna lose my stuff. You guys are gonna see me like completely go berserk. No hydration is needed. Although I think our hydration is needed. Cheers, guys. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Off your rocker. This is funny. Sorry. Keyboard's full of dust from rocks. Ha ha ha. Yeah, aren't all of ours? If you're using a keyboard, I'm betting it's pretty gritty. And let's see. The more hydrated makes the yellow go away. Is this true? Play of color when you facet them? Really? That's what AI said. Probably wrong. Do you mean when you expel the yellow, Tomcat? I am so now completely. I need to cut one of these if there's going to be something more that's created here. Okay, so let's bring the torch back. This is so cool, Turtle. This is so cool. This is all of it is so cool. Please don't mistake my not squealing for not being excited. Um This is like the best rock therapy for not feeling good right now. You rule. Thank you so much. All right. So I feel like I'm blasting that a little bit as far as your ability to see. This should let everybody know how good Kyle is at his job when he's showing off stuff because it's not easy. So, if anything, this might be picking up the red light that I have in my room. We're just getting an idea of what like lighting up the body is, and then that's kind of, having a look at the translucency of it. That's like top lighting. Very pretty. Bottom lighting. Let's see if I can do that without making you guys blind. Not a big change. That's very cool though. Yeah, it should be interesting to see if these actually have some kind of a like a color play like you were saying, or if it's that the body color is what's and the clarity. These obviously have an amazing clarity. That's why they remind me so much of the sunstones, is that shined up, polished up, cut up. These are gonna be amazing. I bet you they have a being feldspars, they're gonna have probably a very similar refractive index. And so we'll be seeing some pixel cut action happening here soon, soon, soon. Look at how clear that guy is. Nice. Watch where my doggos go. Don't eat the Labradorite snow. Yeah. And oh my gosh, Rocky, this is hilarious. I divorced my cleavage plans. And I saw that there were two levels on the torch. And so back here, you've got off and you've got the single bar, and that's where we were. Boop. And that's what that does. Make sure to pop my piece. And then over here, we have the two. Wow, that is quite a bit more. And so for the phone, that's blowing my phone's eyes out. But if you were at the gem show and you needed to see if this was the grade that you were hoping for and that it is absolutely clear, then you would have this mighty, mighty torch to check out this subject with. Oh gosh, that's good. This is good. It's very thin, as far as like its body depth, and so would have to do like a kind of more of a long, thin cut. Might be one of those ones where you do like an engraving on, like, instead of having a pavilion, you do a crown on both sides type thing, with a table, and then you engrave one side or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay. And the article I'm reading says Oregon Sunstone is a yellow labradorite. Bing, bing, bing. The more you know. That's great. Yay. Okay, well, there we go. And Tomcat Josh can't afford a cleavage plan. I heard that too. Some of them are so expensive. Seriously, Turtle, this is kind of like a dream come true. It's huge. It's so cool to have this tool. This is a tool that I think that especially if you cut opal or you cut stones to do faceting, having a proper torch is really, really important. And so I like, from the depths of my heart, I value this tool so much. The rocks we grind and we polish and we smile at and we put on our shelves and we love, and sometimes we let them out of our lives and they go into other people's lives. Boy, but tools, that's something that you definitely love daily, and you're just so happy to have them. All right. Jennifer says Karen's left shoulder needs to heal fast so we can find out what the play of color looks like. Yeah, right? Come on. Tonight? You feeling better yet, Karen? I'm gonna make sure that I have turned off my torch so that I don't fry its battery. And we'll see what kind of rechargeability this thing wants to have, but it's just amazing. Yes, number 2 is brightest. Awesome. And you sent a few to Patrick. Oh, all right. Woohoo. And so Patrick and I need to do some dueling gemstones here. Let's all polish up some of this yellow labradorite. What the heck is that? Oh, you mean sunstone? This is great. Like if I've had some all along, but this is different. I mean, it's the same in the way that it presents itself. This is what the sunstones look like when they come out of the basalt, but this feels like it's more yellow, and so it'll be fun to do a comparo for sure. And yeah, lots of pieces, very good. Lots of different cuts that I need to do. You know that Theo has absolutely, he has sent me probably over 100 different patterns, like diagrams in which to cut. And like, so how's cutting going? How's cutting going? How's cutting going? Not very fast right now, but yeah, you guys all will be seeing lots of wonderful cuts. All right, wait, here, we got this. We've got this, Cliff. Thank you so much. Woo! Welcome to the family, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. It goes to things like being able to cut stones, being here with you guys, spending the time, getting the microphones. We're going to be doing some lives very soon from the deck, working with these fire agates, and we will be doing it with those brand new, new to us. They were from Jared, microphones and stuff. So yay! And Ma has been a member for 8 months. It's been 8 months. Thank you so much. And thank all of you. I appreciate each and every one of you for everything that you do, watching, for putting the thumbs up if you like it, for subscribing if you like it. The ways that you can support the channel for free are absolutely so cherished also. I really appreciate everything that y'all do in whatever capacity it is. And the memberships are like buying a cup of coffee. And so if you do feel like doing that, it's so well appreciated. It all goes straight back into the channel. And also, if you need to buy a Mother's Day present, or if you need to get a graduate a present or anything like that, or you've had your eye on something in our website store, then all that money goes to the same place too. It goes to getting our Rockhound expeditions going, and the tools that we need. Mr. Turtle Montana helped out with this here gemfish, but whenever we need new saw blades and lapidary equipment, like new discs for the laps for the fastening machine or anything like that, then that's where the money goes. And so if you want to get yourself something nice and still help the channel, then you can even go over and take advantage of the spring sale that is still going on for a few more days over on the website. And so it's 25% off of anything over there that you want, and you can get yourself something nice and be helping the channel at the same time. So there's definitely different ways to play. And I appreciate all of those. whatever they might be. Even if you just leave a comment on something, then that helps the YouTube think that folks like us, and they'll put us on more shelves. And so wow, about 100 pounds or $100 a pound. That is crazy. And yeah, Mr. Turtle, yeah, the sunstones also very spendy, just because rare, especially if there's color in them. You were commenting on how much sunlight you had, and it reminded me how fast my daylight was running out. Just finished up a couple sprinkler repairs. The daylight is gone. Thanks, Karen, for the reminder. Yeah, at least it's since we're rolling on into the spring and the summer, we've got the long days to go out there and get our stuff done. Happy these are so well packaged, you guys. I'm a struggling. You're probably feeling my struggles. Thanks for hanging tight. We'll get this thing out of here. It's going to be worth it. It's a big chunk of something. Later, Rufo, it looks like. Thank you so much for hanging out, and hopefully your wrist and oh my gosh, a migraine too. I hope you're feeling better. I hope everybody's feeling better. And just cruising on down the chat, making sure I'm not missing anything. And thank you, Ma, for putting up the link to the website. Appreciate that very much. Oh, I can't pull with that arm. Go to the other side. And that is the right code. Spring 25 takes 25% off of anything on your entire order, including anything that's on sale already over there. We have 2 billion-year-old cyanobacteria, blue-green algae from Marquette, Michigan. You are kidding me. This is so cool. Are you even kidding me? This is so great. Oh, gosh. I love this. Okay, let's get it wet. Wow. That's cool. That is really neat. And that, wow, I'm parsing what is natural variation and what might have happened because of the saw. But this is, that is so neat. We're going to have to get that polished up and put that underneath the microscope to see what kind of littles we can see. Because that kind of history is just completely mind-blowing. There we go. And a beautiful stone. But you got to love it when fossil material is that beautiful. All right. Sorry, why? What are we sorry about? Oh, no, don't be sorry. It's only because I'm like one-armed. That is a fatty. Oh gosh, and thank you, Ma. Thank you so much. It doesn't look a day over 500 million. Right? Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got another lovely lumpy bumpkin here. And gotcha. Okay, so probably some saw bladage happening there, but like, oh my gosh, there's such meat on this bone that we could probably take some pretty interesting, maybe even thin slices, and see what the different makeup of that is. That would be so much fun to do that I'll probably do it anyway. Big saws. Yeah. Big saws do that for sure. Boy, Megalodon leaves some. She's got a notched saw blade, and she leaves like some pretty deep grooves on. Like, it takes you a while to get the saw blade marks off of the rocks that she cuts. Um, I do prefer the nice thin centered, such a clean, like almost, a 240 left on there. Go to the next, go to the 600 from the saw. Whereas, you need like an 80 sometime with some of those really big chunky saw blades. Um, oh no, that's right. You did like those train earrings, huh? Oh dear. Yeah. A one-eyed, one-armed, flying purple Karen eater. Don't hate me though. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. I really, really appreciate your kind comments about the jewelry pieces and whatnot. It's such a pleasure to be able to make things from these pretties that can be shared and worn. And the rings and the bracelets are fun because you get to admire them. Whereas like if you're wearing a necklace and earrings, everybody else gets to admire them, but you don't get to see them quite as often. But I do love like being able to gaze lovingly at a ring while I'm, waiting in traffic or whatever, like loving the way that the sun is glinting off of that sunstone on that ring. um or checking your bracelet out in the beautiful sunshine. That all the different kinds of jewelry pieces afford different ways to pleasure you. Look at this. Like that, remember it was kind of like a tall like thing. Well, it was because it was a stack of rocks, not just one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. We got some serape Jasper. And by the way, this is totally indicative of how I'm feeling inside. Those are Karen's little like stomach molecules just being so excited, like when you have butterflies in your stomach, but it's not. It's SpongeBob and his pals. I love it. That's so great. So, like, I turn it over to see what the serape Jasper looks like. Nope. But didn't you just do a serape Jasper heart that was so gorgeous that you put onto the Discord? Super nice. And Plowdro, more like a 60 grit blade finish. Yeah, yeah, heard that. Um, and this is a good way to tackle that problem. I take my earrings out and put them on display on my desk so I can enjoy them. There you go. And yes, Melissa is definitely amazing. Very, very, very amazing. Yeah, the stickers. That's so great. So hilarious. Oh yeah, yeah. That heart, that just blew me away. That was gorgeous. And retro, we have Cold Mountain Thunder egg. Look at that. Also, eating pineapple. This is great. I love uh the rhyolite here. That is so beautiful. Right next to the pineapple. That big old circular frisbee of rhyolite, orbicular goodness. Very, very cool. That'll be fun to play with. I loves me some rhyolite, you know that. And we have some polka dot agate. Very nice. And again, that heart that you made, didn't you make a polka dot agate heart for Miss Cheryl? Absolutely stunning. And I gotta love how fat these are. Goodness gracious. You're gonna have me doing hearts. That is a whole lot of meat to play with. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. I haven't been able to saw anything because it takes two arms with pressure pushing. And yeah. Not so much. And we have, oh, Haunted Ridge. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff so much. Let's use some of this and get this wet. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This stuff is so pretty, you guys, you guys, you guys. You know, honestly, this stuff every bit is like having trouble with attention. Um and potentially not keeping their minds about them kind of agate. Oh, oh my gosh, I just did that. And with my left with my left hand too. Like I guess I'm getting my strength back, you guys. Well, that is the proper place in which it wanted to cleave. I do have a cleavage plan. And so now we know where we're going to start doing our cuts for the cabochons. Wow. In real time here. I don't need a knife or a chainsaw. I'll just use my bare hands. That's so funny. I just tripled my crazy lace. I scared it, I think. That was like definitely already neurotic or fractured. That's so funny. All right. You perforated it for me. Yes. 3-for-1 deal. Absolutely. You guys are hilarious. Karen has superpowers, breaks rocks with hands. I know. What do I need saws for anyway? Oh, yeah. And guillotined. Karate chop. And that was with my left too. That's so amazing. Like I was just doing the thing. You guys probably do it subconsciously, but you know when you are making a cabochon and you just feel your hand over the texture of the thing. You know, you're doing. I'm not going to do it again though. You're doing this. You know, you hold it from the back and you're kind of pushing on it and you do the thing. Um, yeah, and oh, these are gonna be so much fun. I like that they're now ready to cab though. That is nice because I was just saying I can't cut right now. So that is definitely a happy little accident, Allison. Good to see you. Yeah, you gotta love the callback, right, Opal guy? Oh my gosh. Been bitten by any radioactive spiders lately? Exposed to a lot of gamma radiation? It could be. Yeah, maybe it was something about the fall and something that was in the thunderstorm that caught up with us that I didn't know about. Wow. Oh my gosh, I just tossed away the wrapping. But good thing that Turtle's here, so he can tell me what this is because I don't know. Maybe it didn't say it on the wrapping, but this is like beautiful. It's got like clouds. It's got all these little puffy puffies. Look at this. That deserve to get wet. Hello. Hello. And who might you be? Look at these colors. Look at the purpley mauve wine, and then it goes into like this beautiful olive green with these like puff clouds. What am I looking at? Oh, it is even more exciting on this side. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Are you seeing this camera guy? Ooh, that's some good. What in the world? And you know what? I have a thing. It's a that I've talked about it before. I've confessed. I am a rock sniffer, and this actually, when I got it wet, it has the best rock smell. Curdled milk rock. It does not smell like that though. Let me just say. It was the sand face plant, right? All day. It gives me super powers. Okay, that's pretty fair. Um was there a radioactive hermit crab in the sand you fell into? It very well could have been. Or that said crab could have like reached one of those little pinchers up to the sky and directed lightning bolt straight into myself. Um yeah, yeah, magnesite. Who knows? So Turtle Montana says, I forgot the name. Old guy in Tucson said he found it on his claim. Brand new material. Are you kidding me? Wow, we need to get this guy's number. Yeah, this is really neat. So we don't know what it is. It's a brand new material. So I guess it's left to us that we need to name it. So Ma, is this what, curdleite? Um anybody else? Anybody else care to wager what we should call this stuff? It looks so fluffy, right? And the green, right, Yvonne? Oh, but like, and the fact that like the green has that beautiful kind of wine color also, like a very good compliment to that green. My gosh, squeaky cheesite. Yes. Yes. Talk about callbacks. Yes, the best kind. It's squeaky cheesite. Does the torch show through it? Well, wow. You know what? I should build myself a what's the word I'm looking for? Holster for my beautiful little gemfish. It's a veracite? Is it really a veracite? Are you kidding me? This is a veracite? Oh man. I don't know if I can handle this. It is it really a veracite? Kind of veracite? Oh my gosh, I need to get this wet again. Oh boy. He's joking. You can't kid with me in this when I'm in this state. Okay, so let's get this out. No, it's not doing a thing. It's not doing a thing from behind really. It's on high. See now, the reason why I could believe that it was a kind of veracite is that they have white veracite. Um or turquoise like the oh gosh, you guys, what's the white buffalo? And so, I've been seeing some of the people's uh new discoveries, and especially in the realm of like these new claims for turquoise and vericites and things like that. And so that's why, fish on. She took the bait on that one. Now, opal guy AZRE already has a head cheese, doesn't? No, that's Allison has the head cheese. And so, huh. Yeah, I was all verklempt. But yeah, oh, dolomite. That's a good guess too. Could have some dolomite. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like. Do I need to break this too with my bare hands so I can polish some of this tonight? I want to polish it right now. That is so pretty. I'll polish some of that up and post it over on the Discord as soon as I can get some of that cut. And a bad case of the vapors. That's what I had. Oh, somebody bring me the smelling salts. Butt cheese. It's so elegant looking. It's not quite what I would necessarily call like I would want the butt cheese stone like really worked for that name. Am I taking too long with this? I'm pretty stuck on that. That's freaking awesome. Okay. So we like it. We're going to have to figure out the white undercuts. Okay. Somebody find Karen a fainting couch. Indeed. Okay, we have a nice long, not dangerous at all. I'll just whittle this down. Karen's trying not to be a danger to herself or others with the knife, since I can't find the rusty scissors or the chainsaw. They have those mini chainsaws though, and that looks like, not only would it help me around the house with my household duties, but also what a fun craft item that would be. Some spots are reminiscent of Tiffany stones. I agree. Yeah, Rocky. I'm really wondering what in the world curdlate sounded remarkable to my ears. Yeah, I like curdlate. Yeah, squeaky cheeseite, curdlate. Works for me. I would love to know what that is, though. That is absolutely gorgeous. And so the white undercuts. Who are you? And what are you made out of? Manny, chainsaws are great for kitchen renovators. Yes, kitchen renovations. Yeah, I got a bunch of renovations I want to do. Oh, ow. All right, not gonna hurt myself. See what I'm willing to do for rocks. I I know it's gonna hurt, but I'm doing it anyway. And we're almost there. Just feast your eyes on our curdlate for right now. It's a sweet slab of curdlate for sure. Yeah, I love it. Oh yeah, might need to toss the. Okay. UV. Here we go. I'm surrounded by Mr. Turtle Montana's stuff here. Not terribly reactive, just a little bit. Like you can see the weights doing a thing. I'm sure if I had the light off, we would be seeing more. I guess there's little patches of some pretty nice hotness. I'll bet you some of that sinew over there that's lighting up nicely would look cool underneath the microscope. Also lit up in such a way. We'll have to do a jam. We'll do a microscope jam on this stuff when I can get a polish to it. I like doing microscope with polished items. I have pretty much declared. Obsidian scalpels are not as expensive as you think. The Mad Rock Hounder is here. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. And definitely pretty. Yeah, back to the obsidian scalpels. Like expensive as far as monetarily, or the fact that you might draw blood and bleed out, because they might be expensive to such as a person as me, like, on the whole medical plan, my cleavage plan might suffer for that from the bloodletting. I am literally whittling this stuff off. Oh my gosh. It's so ridiculous. It's like when you take your pants off without, unzipping all the way, or something's amiss, and so you get them part the way off, but then you can't get them all the way off anymore. You got to go back, start over. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't have those problems. But this is some more Haunted Ridge, it looks like, when I get the rest of the packaging off. There you go. My the floor of my studio definitely looks like Christmas happened and exploded. It did some splodins. Okay. I think we're almost there, and I will put something underneath. We had a slab from the first box that was from Woodward Ranch, and it came polished, and so we're going to stick that underneath the microscope and have a look. And there we go. How about that? A really nice long wand of the Haunted Ridge. Very pretty. You gotta love these bands. And you were saying, Turtle, about the quartz. There's usually like a fair amount of quartz that I've seen on the Haunted Ridge, and we've got some little bit of mud from the ridge as well. No problem. No problem. But making that into a sunset scene right there. This is not my blood. I promise. I did not draw blood. But yeah, we've got the quartz, and then it gets down to the agate and whatever else is getting layered along in that sandwichy goodness. Whew. Words be hard today. All right. Yeehaw. Hey, Kurt. Good to see you. And nope, we're still waiting on the oil for Meg. We need to re-oil the saw. And so sawing on the big machine has been on a bit of a hiatus. It's, those of you who have been watching everybody's videos of late, Brian and Julie had to clean out a big saw and get it all filled up again. And I think our saw takes something like 5 gallons of the mineral oil or more. And so, yeah, we've got a bit to do. Oh, look at that. Killer fossil shell. Woohoo! That's awesome. Just making sure I'm not missing anything in here. Showing off my wonderful range of motion with that left arm. We've got 2 more bags here. So we are almost there, guys. It's bittersweet. It's been such a fun time going through these Mr. Turtle boxes. Just amazing. Let's have a closer look at this. What are we looking at here? It's a horn coral. It's not a shell. It's a piece of coral. Coral. Oh, that's so awesome. Very, very gemmy looking little guy. Look at that guy. Aw, I love these so much. Wow, that is so cool. Fantastic. All right. And 80s leather pants. Flashback right there. Oh my gosh, what did I miss up there? Maybe like oh, right. Yes, exactly. That's so funny. Yes, very much like taking your pants off while you still have your shoes on, and it's just not working out. Or taking your tights or your leggings off, and there's still socks down there that get all balled up, and you need to undo. And why do the ladies prefer agates? Because they're usually in a band. Okay. We're groupies. We're agate groupies. um, I would rather have bacon turtles running around than dire wolves. Those things can eat you. Yeah, it's interesting. Not to get into an overly scientific discussion here, but did they really recreate the dire wolf? So, yes, cornhorrel. It is totally a cornhorrel. I love it. Aw. And forevermore, you shall be known as cornhorrel. And that also kind of sounds like a verb. Like, have you whorled your corn? I love that. That's awesome. Okay. Bacon turtle soup sounds better than getting eaten by a cute wolf. All right. um Quarrel. Somebody should tell Rick. Yeah. My one of my brothers is named Coral. So Coral. It's just one of those things. Our whole family is full of, like we got Coral and we have a Karen. Like, yeah, we got it going on. Got the names. Definitely corny. Corn Horalio. Horalio. Oh, no way. Oh my gosh. Oh, no way. Oh, that's so cool. Aw, I am so excited about this. I'm so glad that I didn't do anything bad to it. It is in my left hand, which is the hand of doom, but I promise that I will take very good care of this. And corn hornio over there will keep an eye on this too. Look at that with the juicy pocket. This stuff is so beautiful. You just can't get enough of that. That is so cool. We might have to toss that underneath the microscope too. Yeah, right? Okay, so if there's anybody in the audience that doesn't like follow Mr. Turtle Montana's incredible talents, this is something that Turtle does is makes these insane hearts with really spectacular materials. And we've had the pleasure a couple times of having him on the group studios and creating. Oh man, this is so amazing. So if you love it, then you need to follow Mr. Turtle Montana around more. And then also watch on the Discord. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Turtle will have some of these available for you guys to acquire too here. Wow, look at the mirror finish on that. We're seeing the computer screen in that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I could just stare at that for hours. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that makes everything feel so much better. Ah, that's so cool. Okay, so there's one more. There's I think that probably was meant to be last. But I did jump the queue a little bit, but we'll get this last one done, and then we'll have a look at the Woodward underneath the microscope and be able to hydrate and catch our breaths, because oh my gosh, that was amazing. A Veracite heart. Yeah. Yeah. We need to vet the Veracite a bit. Yeah, that is quite the amazing piece and incredible amount of generosity there. We have a note on this one. And so let's see if I can peel back the saran wrap and get to it. What do you say? What do you say? Let's see what's inside. Nobody knows. Could be awesome. Could be gross. Could come from the heavens. Could come from toes. Did you send me some foot nails? Aww. Mud needs a crazy lace heart. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Look at these guys dancing. They know what's up. Look at that. That's the appropriate response right there. This is Turtle just going like, yep. Uh-huh. That's right. I'm bad. I'm super bad. And we have pure happiness up there. We've got like a serious crazy dance going on there. And same over here. I think that the lobster is doing the Watusi. Oh, and that little guy, like, not having it. Not having it. All right. So let's get it wet. See some color. Ooh. Ouch. That just hurts so good. Look at how pretty that is. So good. Oh man, I really like that right there. Look at that, like super contrasty, like black. Yow! Oh, that's so cool. You guys are gonna be seeing some of this coming up here real soon, getting made into some stuff. Wow. I am blown away. Completely blown away. Krabby Patties are made of us. That is amazing material. Good. Yeah. They're ask watching SpongeBob cut a rug. Yeah. I love the scene. That's killer. Super awesome. Okay. So that was an amazing romp through an amazing amount of material. We have this really cool slab that Turtle shared with us from Woodward Ranch. It's got some very nice sprigs of crazy dendrite and some kind of mossiness and some fortification lines. Thought that might be kind of fun to toss underneath the microscope and see what we can see. So let's do it. All right. And oh, Turtle, you're the best. Thank you so much. Really, I'm going to be reeling over that for quite some period of time. Okay, let's pan out. Other way. And let's get you up here. The whole screen. And get some focus on this beauty. There we go. And if you've got some information about the Woodward Ranch stuff, that would be super cool if you wanted to share it. Let me get rid of our exposure ball. And we'll take a bit of a tour around this guy. All right. So that is a little bit of one of these days I'm going to get this right. Not today. A little bit of Woodward Ranch. An incredible array of different fortification lines. You saw the bubbles. So it had those like microbots going on, and we had some it was interesting, like the contrast between trying to pick up the dendrites that were super dense, and so it got very very dark in that area, and the contrast coming from some of the lighter quartz areas. And so sorry about a little motion sickness there driving you through the microzone, but I'll be creating a long format or longer format video anyways for you guys to just indulge your eyeballs with. We'll I'm trying to look at doing a series, and so the agates, like a certain kind of variety of agates, and then perhaps some of the fossil material. If you guys have some ideas on what you would like to see as far as kind of visuals only, with some of that like backdrop music just to kind of make it all feel very ethereal. If you've got some ideas as far as the subject matter goes that you'd really, really like to see, definitely either toss it into the chat, or even better yet, if you put it into the comments, then I'll see it later. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Here we go. Thank you for that. And another whole session, an evening needs to be devoted to just chilling and watching those go by in real time. Thanks again, Mr. Turtle Montana. So much generosity. All these boxes, the torch, the heart, all of this minerally goodness. Thank you so much. And then also the support also. I mean, I'm like Melissa said, I'm just verklempt. I barely know what to say other than thank you so much. We all appreciate you. We all appreciate seeing all the fun coming out of the boxes and what we all get to play with and do with them. And so not only will I be showing you guys, I'll be sharing these studio sessions where we're working with these materials like the yellow labradorite and the fire agate and the microzones and everything. We all get to play, but also I'll be sharing some of this material with y'all too. And so we'll keep the goodness and the kindness going. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yvonne. I love it. Bell, 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 bell. Thank you, Yvonne. That seriously is going to a great place to provide more of all the good. You can hear my dogs are all excited about this too. They're like, "Who's getting the bell?" Good for Yvonne. They're all barking for you back there, and my face has an incredible array of fortification lines. Do you want to be in the microzone too? Come on over. Yeah, we could put you underneath that boom. Wouldn't that be a trip? Oh my gosh, I haven't done my face. That would be crazy. Thanks again, Yvonne. Really, really appreciate you. And I promise that we'll do wonderful things. We'll apply that to more tools, more rocks, more fun over here for sure. And it looks like we have my Sunday video finished uploading. I will have to check when it is done to see if things look and sound good, but we're looking forward to that. So definitely make sure to watch that Opal Guys Sunday video about probably opals. We gotta love that. We got to put some of the opals that we just got recently underneath the microscope too. I think that that's always a good time. That never gets old, ever, 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 ever. To see it. Whoa, there goes the bell. The bell is ringing itself. Super pumped. Like, oh, it's been such a week. It's been really, I don't do injured well. I am the worst injured person ever. I want to keep on going. I want to act as though nothing is wrong. Um, just plug through everything. And it's been a hard week. It is exhausting to do that. And so thank you, all of you, to have something to look forward to this Friday. Seriously, I look forward to Friday so much, to hang out with you guys. And Turtle gave us all something really super fun to look forward to as far as these boxes are concerned. It's been such a pleasure. Really, really appreciate that. I did release a video on Sunday, and it was a rock hounding expedition that we went on. And actually, we were seeing some of that at the beginning of the live stream. And so we can revisit this here really quick if I can make it happen. Oh dear, stop there. And we'll do this, and we'll do this. See if that works. Okay, there. And so that's what the thumbnail looks like. I'm not happy. I'm not happy in that picture. This is before I sacked my shoulder. So I'm a super happy person. And we did some good finding on the beach. Of course, there's always Cheeto, Dorito, Torito wood. If you want to see that being found, check out the video. And we'll probably like do some kind of microscopy on that. And so we'll put that underneath the microscope and see what little constituents it has. Fossil gastropod with calcite we've got here. We were really interested in doing some of the I was with my brother, and I wanted to show him some of the different forms of how these gastropods look, when they're bisected or cross-sectioned. And we ended up doing one that I sent home with him, actually, but I did do a short. You can check it out on Instagram. And so this one has calcite inside, but this would make a great kind of specimen rock. It's a cool sort of mass die-off. And you can see that one in the video. These are all stones that we found in the video. We were looking for prepping fossils. And so you can take the matrix off of the end of that fossil, and it preserves what's underneath, which is the way that the shell looked like, low the 16 million years or so that it's been underground, and you'll be the first person to see that. And so I'll be doing a video on doing these preps. I've done several. My one video that I have up is very old, so I do need to do a refresher one. So we found some different, what I was going to say is we brought home or found some different samples of exactly this kind of thing so that we can do that video. And so we cut a few in half, and then we also are preparing some of them. And then we've got this fossil gastropod complete agate steinkern. This is a special find for me. And so steinkerns to all of you. It's always really special to find an agate one. So, the agate filled up the inside of the shell wore away, and all you have is the fossil, which is the trace fossil of where that gastropod used to be. Okay. And so let's see. We've got next up, seriously, more bone. So the last video, we found a bunch of bone. If you enjoy watching bone be found on the beach, go watch the video if you haven't already. It was so full of bone that I was actually pretty surprised. And then we did find a little nugget that I didn't actually get on video, that we cabachoned a few of the smaller ones. I sent a couple of those home with my brother, and there was a surprise inside this one, and it is down towards the lower quarter bottom of it, so over towards the right and below. There's like a white patch, not the one all the way to the end, but the second lowest white patch, and it did have a great big surprise inside. Well, actually, it was a very small surprise, but a foraminifera looking pretty darn good. And so I believe that that is the silicate remnant of a single cell animal that is part of the fossil record. Foraminifera are as old as the bones and older. And the original foraminifera like took on many different single cell shapes, including like an ammonite. And so this guy is like this tiny little, they're silica uh, creatures. Their shells are made of silica. And so these little crystalline creatures that take on, they look like starfish, they look like ammonites, they look like urchins, they look like kind of turritella, like the first of the foraminifera I ever found. I thought that it was like a bunch of baby shells that, like, you know, a turritella shell mama had like made a bunch of baby gastropods, and they were all like making these like teeny weeny itty bitty shells, and it turned out to be the foraminifera. And so they also like are blob like, they're sectional, there are all sorts of weird shapes. If you want to go down a weird rabbit hole, especially for microscopy, go down the foraminifera one. And in this case, this little guy is less than, he's probably around like a tenth of a millimeter in size. And so, pretty small. And so I wanted to share that stuff with you on account that the video is out there, so go watch it. But the things that we have in the video, we're going to be working on. And so those projects are going to feather out. And so it's kind of neat to see it picked up off of the ground. And then, you know, those shells, we're going to watch the matrix be uncovered and preparing the shell and seeing what the shell looked like before it became part of the fossil record. And you know, being the first eyes that get to see that, lo the however millions of years it was, is always just an amazing treat. And so we'll be doing some of that. We're going to be looking at some of that stuff underneath the microscope, like the teredo wood and stuff like that. We'll be looking at the foraminifera. And so I just wanted to kind of bring you guys up to speed as far as what's going on with that. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out this entire time and indulging in the MicrOzone with me and having such a good time unwrapping all the stuff from Mr. Turtle, Montana. I can't thank you enough. And so, Steinkerns to you all. Thank you so much. We're gonna see the Dizzy Cam over at the beach one more time. I actually tried to get the new video up, or rather the credits video made today. Just didn't happen, but we'll have a new credits video the next time I see you guys. Those of you on the member side of the channel, thank you so much. There will be a fun microscopy video for your eyes to indulge in the art of the beauty, like what we just watched go by from the Woodward Ranch Agate there from Mr. Turtle, Montana. And so I will leave you off with the credits. But first, thank you so much, Scott, for dropping in. Again, thank you so much, Mr. Turtle, Montana, for all of your incredible generosity and supporting the entire rock community. Really love you for that. And Mr. Chubby Hubby, thank you so much. Yvonne, Terry, thank you for your very generous offering this evening and hanging out. Love you too. Soul Adventurous, good to see you as always. Thank you for hanging out. Ma and Allison, those of you that have the wrenches, Rufotris, and all y'all, Jennifer and Bob, thank you guys so much for coming. good night, and Stein curtains to you, Miss Lesby Rockin'. You guys all rock. Margaret, thank you for coming. Resort Dog, I don't even think I got to say hi to you. You slipped on in. That Opal guy, make sure to go watch that video that he's putting out. Of course, we'll see you around the way over at Kyle's place. And of course, there's the Jeff JMV Rock Counting, always dropping something over the weekend for us to watch, as well as Brian and Julie AZRE Rock Hounding Expeditions, excuse me. Their live stream on Sunday is always a blast. And I believe that Lapidary Dave has got a bunch of stuff going on this weekend too. And so I will see you guys at those. If there's any more that we need to pop up, feel free to pop them up there in the chat as we're watching the credits. And one more time. Oh, and Lisa, I'm glad that you're on the mend. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. To you, Steinkerns. Be safe, be well, rock on, have a great weekend, and I will see you around. Are we alive, everybody? Are you here? Am I here? And we can't hear me. Let's start over again. Are you here? Am I here? Man, we can't hear me. Let's start over again.